Ballot battle, ABC 15, the first to discover state Senate leaders have no plans on where to store and secure your votes. They want to conduct another audit despite the fact there have been numerous attempts to overturn the election and none has been successful because there's been no evidence of impropriety. Well, tonight our Nicole Valdez going one-on-one with a Republican senator about these audit plans and if you can trust whether your ballot will be secure.
Inside those boxes, precious cargo. More than 2 million ballots from the 2020 election.
A68.
Packed, shipped, and as of this week, loaded onto a truck, ready to head to the Capitol after the Senate demanded them.
I think that there's nothing wrong in wanting to reaffirm that the election was run well and appropriately.
Republican State Senator Michelle Ugenti-Rita defending the Senate's push for what they call a forensic audit of ballots and election equipment used last year in our state's largest county, despite no proof there were ever any issues with it.
You have got to reaffirm to them that the outcome is reflective of the voting population and it was void of, undue influence, fraud, manipulation, tampering.
2 audits already completed by firms hired by Maricopa County show no evidence of that.
In terms of their audits, it's kind of inconsequential to me. As you know and have mentioned, the judge ruled in our favor that our subpoenas are appropriate and we are operating within our authority.
But who's going to do this next audit and where?
There are voters at this point that know the county is packing up those ballots, getting ready to comply with those subpoenas, but they have no idea where their votes are going to go.
Well, remember, they're private. These are ballots that you can't identify. There's no identifying information on. You're playing a what-if game, but there's nothing to suggest that any kind of security would be compromised.
This week, we showed you emails from attorneys representing the Senate asking the county not to deliver those ballots right now, admitting the Senate doesn't have a plan or a place to store them securely months after issuing subpoenas for them, something by law they have to do.
If you guys were hoping to get those ballots and start this audit in December, yet you didn't have a firm picked and you didn't have a place to store those ballots, does that not call into question your preparedness for this job?
No, not at all.
Why not?
Well, we just got the court ruling that granted our subpoenas, and so we've moved very swiftly. The only people dragging their feet and that have not demonstrated a plan is the County Board of Supervisors, not the Arizona Senate.
But you accuse the county of dragging their feet and not giving you the ballots until the court ruled that they must do so. If they would have agreed and handed over the ballots in December and January, it doesn't seem like there was a plan at any point to begin that process with either a firm or a place to securely store those ballots, which is required by law.
Well, I think you have to do one thing at a time. You have to make sure you're getting them. And so that was the first order of business. We've taken care of that, and now we're on to the second order of business. We're going to do a Senate audit. Whether people like it or not, we're moving forward with it. And I'm not afraid of the results.
And just in the last few hours, Secretary of State Katie Hobbs also weighing in on this, talking to me about a letter she sent directly to the Senate after learning they did not have a plan in place to store those ballots, essentially telling them, look, if you're going to move forward with this audit, please follow election procedures that a lot of our other counties do. Take a listen.
They seem to not understand, or I guess be prepared for the complexity of what it is that they asked for. Just because the ballots have been ordered to be turned over doesn't mean that those same safeguards don't need to be in place. And the security of those ballots so that they can't be tampered with is incredibly important.
Now, at this point, we're at a standstill. The county still does have custody of those ballots as we wait to see what the Senate's next move is. Live outside the Capitol tonight, Nicole Valdez, ABC 15, Arizona.